Welcome Stevie's World UK. Today I'm in Krakow in Poland, so today Auschwitz Birkenau is part of my world. The Germans began building the camp near the Polish village, 2 miles from Auschwitz I, in the autumn of 1941. The Polish residents had previously been expelled. Planned as a camp for Soviet POWs, Birkenau ultimately became the largest centre for the extermination of Jews. The first 2 provisional gas chambers began functioning near the camp from the first half of 1942 as part of the Nazi plan for the final solution of the Jewish question. A year later, the Germans put 4 larger gas chambers with crematoria into operation inside the camp. It was also the largest Nazi German concentration camp for prisoners of various nationalities. In the summer of 1944, at the peak of the transports of Jews from Hungary and occupied Poland, there were about 90,000 prisoners in Birkenau. 69,000 Jews, 13,000 Poles, and 8,000 other ethnic origins. Beginning in 1942, the camp became the scene of the largest mass murder in human history committed against the Jews of Europe as part of the Nazi plans for the total extermination of these people. The majority of the Jews deported to Auschwitz, men, women, and children, were sent directly after arrival to their deaths in the Birkenau gas chambers. So as part of my Holocaust 80 series, come with me and let's take a look at Auschwitz Birkenau.
built. But you can see quality of it. Rainers now came in, that was the only ventilation floor. There's like about 400 people locked up here for night, because that was capacity of the wooden hut, 400 people. And now you're facing the biggest bunk per level, so 7 or 8, up to 8 in bunks. Many survivors said that the worst place for sleeping was down below because of rats, which were attacking alive prisoners, and also because of mess. Many prisoners were starving for longer, they suffered from starvation diarrhea. And between them is pipe, which connects both parts. And that part in the middle is supposed to work as sort of drainage, kind of similar construction. Near the drainage it was Stammlager. And it was not problematic issue. More prisoners by smaller units. But prisoners were sent to living quarters, supervising prisoner open storage, and then divided the remaining food among prisoners who were living in the barrack. It was removed for safety reasons, but in Birkenau electricity was provided almost in all barracks. It was very, very bright place, to be honest, because outside were lamps in stands, and it was never dark in your life. Prisoners could use showers once a month. We will not have together. Why? Because Nazi people want to have more children. Yes, this is the reason why they were separating them. Concentrating diseases, they could bring home, especially when there were officers who were living with families. We know examples of officers who became sick because they brought disease home from camps. They tried to avoid such places as possible. And then at the very end is another square. The prisoners removed them both. And then the prisoner jumped into the toilet. So the prisoner was standing inside. Right now, we'll be walking to the middle part, and then we'll be walking to the central part of unloading. And in January 1940. Have a look, and then we'll be moving along to the right. That direction, they were provided washrooms and toilets, but they did not survive in here. They were provided here very late, around 1944, before women used latrines to Auschwitz Birkenau. She was living in here, in this barrack where you are now. She was working in Birkenau on the area of warehouse 2 called Hammer. That was nearby. Residents, they were not professional builders, but concrete, cement, everything brings together. And full environment,
So as my truly heartbreaking time finishes here at Auschwitz Birkenau, it leaves me with some questions. Firstly, I cannot understand how anybody that worked here could go back to their ordinary lives and their families and look them in the eye knowing what inhuman acts they had carried out here. Secondly, with the Jewish faith as strong as it is, I also cannot imagine the huge test it was to their faith and how they would come to terms with what they had gone through and lost. And finally, could the atrocities and crimes that engulfed this place and time ever happen again? I came to Auschwitz to make a video and document this place, in the belief that 80 years on, the people that died and what went on here was slowly being forgotten. But after visiting Auschwitz and seeing the huge number of people from all over the world queuing to pay their respects, and especially the young Jewish community at the site celebrating their heritage and being proud of who they are, maybe I didn't need to worry after all. But what went on here can never happen again or be forgotten. But only our future history books can answer that question.